Hi Coronado, I'm Blair King, Coronado City Manager, and this is the weekly update for the week ending November the 13th, 2020. The County of San Diego has fallen back into the most restrictive of the state's tiers, meaning that restaurants, retail stores, gyms, and places of worship must move outdoors or significantly reduce their indoor operation. The city is working on a plan to institute a curbside food pickup for local restaurants. The tightening of restrictions begins Saturday, November the 14th. The Blueprint for a Safer Economy, which went into effect in August, has criteria for loosening and tightening restrictions on activities based on reported COVID cases. As Thanksgiving nears, San Diego County health officials and the City of Coronado warn residents to be vigilant about taking the necessary precautions to prevent the spread of the virus, including wearing a mask, wash your hands, stay at home if you're sick, and maintain social distance. The city is excited to be participating with the Shark Lab of California State University Long Beach to conduct tagging and surveillance on the local shark population. Now, while there was an increase in sightings this past summer, those that have been sighted have been juvenile white sharks that pose little threat to humans. The purpose of the tagging operation is to collect data on the juveniles as well as their migratory patterns. Coronado lifeguard captain Sean Carey had been in touch with Dr. Chris Lowe from the Shark Lab about what the sightings might mean and to learn more about the tagging operation. Dr. Lowe suggested that he and his staff try to tag some local sharks. Last week they came to Coronado with permission from Naval Base Coronado to employ drone flights off the beach. Shark Lab staff and lifeguards were able to spot sharks in the area. Lifeguards used the rescue watercraft with researchers on board to approach the shark to try to tag them. There were 2 sightings made by the drone pilot and lifeguards, but attempts to apply the tags were unsuccessful. Future operations are now being planned. The Shark Lab and California lifeguard agencies have developed a shark policy which can be found on the Coronado's Lifeguards Shark Awareness and Education webpage. Early on the morning of November 7th, Coronado police spotted a 70-foot sailing vessel 100 yards offshore. The vessel had no lights on and there was no one in distress on the vessel. The vessel ended up breaking apart into 2 large pieces and came ashore later that day, with debris scattered from the main lifeguard tower to the Hotel Del. The owner of the boat was on the scene and reported that he had anchored at Zuniga Point days earlier, but it had drifted due to the storm. The city's vessel removal contractor is set to remove the vessel this week. Interesting timing, the City Council will consider the acceptance of a $54,000 grant from the Surrendered and Abandoned Vessels Program at the California Department of Boating and Waterways at its next meeting to help with just this type of situation. The sailboat was named the Age of Russia has quite an interesting story. It was built in Leningrad prior to the fall of the Soviet Union, and its owners had attempted to compete in the 1992 Mayor's Cup in San Diego. However, it was never sanctioned to compete and spent some time in San Diego before heading to Vancouver, then finding its way back to San Diego before its unfortunate demise. Coronado's traditional Snow Mountain and Holiday Parade have been canceled this year, and we're very sorry about that. But the city is working to create safe, city-sponsored events similar to what it put on for Halloween, along with installing holiday banners and lighting the trees up along Orange Avenue and the holiday tree and menorah in Rotary Plaza. Recreation Golf Services and the library are planning a variety of festive programs. There will be letters to Santa, virtual book readings and story time, North Pole Hotline with Santa, social media contests and videos, community food drives, virtual mocktails and cooking events, and virtual canvas painting and ornament decorating. Follow the City of Coronado's Facebook page to receive updates for these events as they are approaching. If you did not have a chance to watch the most recent Avenue of the Heroes banner dedication ceremony, which was held virtually last weekend, you can still catch it. The event honors those former or current Coronado residents serving who have served their country. The video is available for viewing on Coronado TV and on the city's Facebook and YouTube accounts. The city is actively accepting nominations for future banner candidates. Now is a good time to think about honoring your family and your friends. In a town known for its military presence, we know that there are many candidates. Coronado will have a new way of enforcing parking restrictions starting in January. The city will employ a new parking enforcement system that involves license plate reader technology. As a result, all the 500-plus parking meters will be removed, and city staff will begin installing parking signs on existing curbside streetlights and applying curb decals in early December to let the community know that time limits will still be enforced. The meters will be removed before January 1st. The new technology will be fully implemented by January the 29th. Please note that the fines for parking violations were recently increased to $57.50. Freya is this week's Pet of the Week.
Hi, my name is Sierra and I work here at the Coronado Animal Care Facility with Paws of Coronado. And this week's Pet of the Week is Freya. She's a 2-year-old Siberian Husky and she's about 50 pounds. Freya is a very enthusiastic and intelligent dog. She loves to run around and will require a lot of exercise and stimulation. Freya would love to be in a home with older kids only and a yard. And just like all of the other animals here, Freya is available for adoption with a fee of $125, and she's spayed and microchipped, and that includes all of her vaccinations as well. If you're interested in adopting Freya or any of our other animals here at the facility, please visit us online at pawsofcoronado.org and fill out an application, and one of our adoption counselors will get back to you regarding the next steps.
For more information on these events and all the city's news, check out the City Manager's weekly update that's online.